Hey everyone, Big Bodsta or Bodhi here, and I am just giving you guys a look at my final character after my first run of Dark Souls 3. I was going to do a full playthrough of the game, but my computer didn't want to render out the parts of it and everything, so I'm just going to give you an overlook of what my endgame Pyromancer build looks like. So we'll start off with the stats. So I'm level 90. I finished around level 80, I think, so I've just got 27 in Vigor, 25 Attunement, just for the spells. I'm not using extra 2 spell slots at the moment, because I need to equip something. Endurance 21, Vit, didn't put like any points into that. I pretty much put all my strength points into Strength and Intelligence, and a bit into Faith. I didn't really know what points I was going into at the start of the game, but then when I got my items and stuff, then I was finally realizing how many points I wanted to put into what and everything. So I'm not really that overpowered in levels or anything. Go to the gear. So a weapon which I found, which is the Executioner's Greatsword, which I just fucking fell in love with when I found it. It was because I wanted to go for a strength build and use like the greatsword, but then I didn't have enough strength, and then this was a good pretty early game weapon. Well, not that early, but yeah, it only needed 19 strength, so then I could use it compared to a 28 strength weapon. So I just found this, and then I thought it was just great with the moveset. It does some really good wide swings, and it doesn't use as much stamina compared to the other great swords, which use a shit ton. I don't know, just chuck one on now. Even though I don't have the strength, if I two-hand it, whoops, you can see the stamina difference. Like, you can get 3 swings out of that compared to whoop, I'll wait for that. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, it just felt great. And then you have the overhead swing, and then the two-hand. Got the overhead, and then the big slash. I just thought it was a great move set. Yeah. So, and then I got Pyromancy Flame on my second hand, and I didn't find the Pyromancer. I forgot his name, but yeah, I didn't find him till a bit through the game, and then I realized that I'm missing something, so I went back and then I found him. So yeah, I didn't have that many attunement slots going through the game, so I pretty much just ran with normal Fireball and then the Chaos Fire, and then run with the Karthus Flame Arc, so then I can do this. And I thought it's just fucking a sick visual plus bonus damage. So yeah, I just thought like the Executioner Sword with the flame looked fucking sick, with like all the little engravements on the bottom of it and everything. And now to my armor set, I was running just the full Fallen Knight set, just because I reckon it is just fucking sick, with all the armor crossed with all the leather and all the roby stuff and all the gold engravements and shit. I fucking love this armor set. It just looks sick. And then I realized the helmet has kind of like a duck beak looking to it, just the way that it's bent. Yeah. So then that kind of turned me off a little bit. Yeah, look, it looks kind of like a duck, so I'm like, helmet's a bit shabby. So I'm like, okay, we'll just chuck on something different. And then to fit in with the Pyromancer build, just got the Old Sage's Blindfold, which is what the Pyromancers wore, so I just found it fit in really well with the armor set. Now into my rings. These changed out a lot. So you have the stamina recovery, the increased HP, stamina, maximum equipment load, the increased Estus flask recovery, and then the greatly boost pyromancies. So I felt like these were a good mixture of more health, more equipment load, more damage in pyromancy, and I love the stamina recovery. So then you can keep swinging. Now I never really like using shields, so that's why I didn't really use any of the shields during the game. Other weapons which I do love and which do work with the build are the Firelink Greatsword and the Moonlight Greatsword. I really like Moonlight just because it's been in all the games and I think it is a sick weapon, and you can tell how bloody and run down this weapon looks now just from how old it is, which is a nice touch. But yeah, it has pretty much the exact same moveset as the Executioner Greatsword, so it was very easy to change over. But then it does this. And that, yeah, just, I fucking love this weapon. So that's if I want to do magic damage, it's a good weapon if I need to do magic compared to just raw damage. And then you have the Firelink Greatsword, which just fits in with the Pyromancer strength build so well, with 20 strength and then 10 in everything else to pretty much use it. It doesn't have good scaling, but it still does a shit ton of damage, and it has the same moveset again. So I think these lighter greatswords, I'll just really like them. And it has the, yeah. So this weapon fits in really well with the Pyromancer build. And yeah, so these are the two weapons well, this is the main weapon that I did run, and yeah, you can see all the engravings on the sword, which I thought was a nice touch. But yeah, at first I just wanted to get to the greatsword just so then I can pretty much do this, and I thought it would just be really cool. Have a massive fucking flame sword, but didn't turn out that way. I'm happy. And now going into New Game Plus, I want to try and use the Demon Fist, and I only realized what these actually look like after I beaten the game. And you can fucking two-hand fisticuffs with fire, which is fucking sick. And I want to, yeah, with an uppercut and everything. So I want to try and go through New Game Plus with these bad boys. I haven't tested these on anything at the moment, just because they were only, yeah, like this moveset is fucking sick. Yeah, so I used all my upgrade materials on the Moonlight and the Coil, or the Firelink Greatsword, sorry. Okay, so see the two-hand damage. Oop. And the fact that this just goes through shields and everything, it's fucking great. How much damage it does. So we'll test out the pyromancy damage. Now I don't have that many points in faith, but it still does a fair amount. It does the same amount as a swing. Okay, so let's show off what we can do. Now I like one-handing this just because of the speed of the attacks. And then the running strike on this is pretty wide. Lag, hello? Another cool thing is being a Pyromancer, you have points in intelligence and faith, and then that allows you to use crystal magic weapon. So then if you want to change your sword into magic damage, you can do so. And same goes with faith. I don't have high enough faith yet to use the electricity, but blessed weapon is good enough. So yeah, if you want different types of damage for different bosses, pretty handy. So I hope you guys enjoy this little video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.